Representing Armenia and Russia, Yurik Davtyan.
28-year-old Yurik Davtyan with a point to prove tonight. The Armenian flag flying over his shoulders. Davtyan wants to show that his knockout of Banklanoi was no fluke and perhaps earn a spot up the featherweight rankings. Davtyan with a look of determination as he has had all week around the hotel.
Yeah, Michael, and Davtyan showed that look of determination in his match against Banklanoi. Those hands were on fire. The way that he was digging to the body and then going up top to the head was three-punch combination, shut down the body of the world champion Banklanoi and crumbled him to the ground. Davtyan has fire inside those gloves, and he is prepared to let it go here tonight. He says he wants to apply a lot of pressure. He really wants to start going to the body. He wants to break down his opponent, Smokin Joe, and he believes the body is going to be Smokin Joe's weakness. He wants to apply constant pressure. He wants to jump on Smokin Joe early and then just keep it on. And I expect him to really try to close that distance and get very close to Smokin Joe and really try to utilize those hands. This is going to be a really fun fight because Smokin Joe loves to brawl. He likes that close distance. He loves to put hands on people. This is going to be a fun one, and I know you're excited about it, Michael.
Davtyan likes to lead with the left hook or the straight right hand. As Mitch said, he mixes up the body punches effectively to keep opponents guessing. When he fights Muay Thai, the style is known as Muay Mat, where he primarily attempts to walk down and walk through opponents, not unlike, let's say, a rod tongue. Also can lean back very quickly to avoid the high kicks. In fact, there's nothing much that the man whose Thai nickname is Strong White Bear, or Mikau Jomhot, cannot do inside the circle. And can he take care of business tonight against a multi-time world champion in Smokin Joe Nattawut?
Let's rock! Representing Thailand, Smokin Joe Nattawut.
4-1 in his last 5, 8-2 in his last 10. A tremendous record of 70 wins, only 8 losses and 2 draws for Smokin Joe Nattawut. The Thai, now based, of course, in Atlanta, Georgia, in the USA. And this man can knock out opponents in devastating highlight reel fashion.
Yeah, Michael, we're talking about the power of Davtyan, and we've got that same power inside Smokin Joe. He wants to apply a lot of pressure, and he really wants to put hands on Davtyan. Look for him to load up that big right hand, keep the combinations coming, but Smokin Joe's also got really good kicks. He sets up those hands well with the kicks to the body, with the kicks to the head, and then just pushes forward. Smokin Joe likes to make every single competition that he's in just an absolute brawl, and that's really what I'm expecting, because Smokin Joe says he had time to reflect and really put together a very strategic game plan for this, and he needs to utilize his reach. He's going to have the reach on Davtyan, and he wants to use it.
The thing I really love about Smokin Joe, and I've been commentating him for years through the US and now here at One Championship through Asia, is he combines the best of both worlds, Dragon. He combines the aggression and the boxing of the West with the Thai technique of the East.
Yeah, he trains out there in Atlanta, Georgia. He's surrounded by a lot of great martial artists, and he wants to put his best foot forward here tonight.
Here's how they shape up in this featherweight kickboxing contest. Smokin Joe versus Davtyan. Smokin Joe is the scoring on a 10-point mess system. Here's Dom Lau.
And now, this next match is 3 rounds of 3 minutes in a 1 featherweight kickboxing World Grand Prix alternate bout. Introducing first, out of the blue corner, he stands at 178 centimeters tall, holding a Muay Thai and kickboxing record of 40 wins and 15 losses. Training out of Revolution Muay Thai Phuket, representing Armenia. Please welcome Yurik Davtyan. And introducing his opponent out of the red corner, he is a WMC Muay Thai World Champion, standing at 178 centimeters tall, holding a Muay Thai and kickboxing record of 70 wins and 8 losses. Training out of Thai Top Team, representing Thailand. Introducing Smokin Joe Nattawut. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Mr. Justin Brown.
Athletes, center please. Gentlemen, you both know the rules. It's kickboxing. No elbows of any kind. Let's watch the low blows. If you want to touch gloves, do so now. Back up, please.
Final instructions from our center referee, Justin Brown, for a chance as the alternate in the Featherweight World Grand Prix. Will it be Smokin Joe Nattawut or will it be Yurik Davtyan?
Judge.
Always very important in
Judge.
any Grand Prix,
Judge.
the
Time, you
alternate
ready?
position.
Round one. Let's go.
Scheduled for 3, but will it go that far? They touch gloves. Both men in orthodox stance. Inside thigh kick early on from Smokin Joe. Outside from Davtyan. Joe's got the knees. Tremendous boxing, as has Davtyan. Left hook to body shot there from Davtyan. Checks the inside leg kick to Smokin Joe. Good 2-punch combination down the center from the tie and goes the outside lead thigh. Dropping heavy artillery early on. Both fighters here, Dragon.
Yeah, lots of forward pressure coming from Davtyan. He's controlled that center circle and he's trying to march forward. Joe seems to have adapted well to the pressure and he's counter-striking nicely. I like how he's digging into those low kicks too.
I was about to say, look at the way he's turning the hips over and bringing that right leg down on top of the quads at a 45-degree chopping angle. Monstrous leg kicks early on from Smokin Joe. There's another one from Joe.
You hear that crack off that low kick, and you can just see how they're trying to utilize lateral movement to control that center. The forward pressure is very important for the winner of this match, I do believe. They want to control, they want to go forward, and they need to put their opponent on the back foot. Joe typically doesn't do as well off the back foot, and neither does Davtyan, so it's going to be very important to control that forward pressure.
Davtyan's got to be careful not to drop the lead glove because the money shot for Smokin Joe is the straight right or the overhand right. Jab to overhand right there from Davtyan. 4-punch combo. There's the straight right hand I spoke about from Smokin Joe.
And that straight right hand, the 4th punch of that combination was the one that got through. You can see how Davtyan shook it off, said they didn't get me, but he did. Snapped his head back.
Goes for the liver. Body shot, leg kick was checked there. Likes the 2-punch combination, Davtyan. The head strike, then the body strike. Good short left hook on the inside. Right hand didn't have the power from Davtyan, and Nattawut goes headhunting.
I like the way Joe's throwing those wide angle punches. And also he's throwing a little bit more volume. You know, he's going 3, 4 hit combinations to Davtyan's 1 or 2.
Another one of those cutting leg kicks from Smokin Joe. A caution there from referee Justin Brown not to catch the kicking leg. Legal under Muay Thai rules. This one, kickboxing. Remember, 3 judges circle side are scoring on a 10-point must system. So if you're scoring at home, give the winner of the round 10 points. Oh, there's the right hand. The money shot connects on Davtyan.
4.
He dropped his left.
6. That's it.
He's gone. Finished. Smokin Joe gets the alternate spot in the Grand Prix. I told you, Dragon. You drop that left, and Smokin Joe's going to make you pay.
Woo! Smokin Joe living up to the name again. We said it was knockout power, and that's what he brought into this matchup. He carries serious heat in those hands, ladies and gentlemen. Curl it over the top, dropping the right hand, a thing of beauty. It was very close range. Look at him coming in, bingo. Touched him once, hit him with the chin, checked it moving backwards, but then coming over the top.
Look how low Davtyan's left hand was. He was wide open for it. A cardinal mistake there from the Armenian. His hands around his waist.
Wow, that was beautiful coming from Smokin Joe, getting another knockout win and becoming the alternate in the tournament. I love that.
Can you believe that 14 years ago, Smokin Joe was selling whiskey on the beach to tourists in Thailand? Here he is at the top of the kickboxing world. Here's Dom Lau.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Mr. Justin Brown, has called a stop to this contest after 2 minutes and 50 seconds in the first round. For your winner, by way of knockout, Smokin Joe Nattawut.
He is now the alternate for the World Featherweight Kickboxing Grand Prix. You can see why they call him Smokin Joe, because he absolutely lit up and smoked Yurik Davtyan. What a moment for Joe. Another highlight reel knockout. Perfect placement, power, precision and speed. Smokin Joe Nattawut smoking indeed in Singapore tonight. And speaking of smoke and fire, our main event still to